Zel 123985 Montfort Cottage Nkuzibe Zasangalaleni kuno.
Moto kuti boo kukamuzi International Airport kwaterera pamene timu ya mpira wamiyendo yatsikana ya Scorchers ikhale kufika mdziko muno. Mayi wa dziko lino Profesa Gertrude Mutharika akhalanso komweko kuipatsa moto. Luntha Television yakozeka kukupatsirani zonse kuyambira ku airport, huyo Kanengo, huyo Area 18 mpaka ku Sunbed Capital Hotel. Wa inu tikutitu live pompano pa Luntha Television. Zonsezi kuti zitheke nchifukwa cha Maranatha Natural Healing Ministries akatswiri pa mahebu supplements amatenda osiyanasiyana. Palinso Luthando Limited akadaulo ogulitsa njinga za moto zolimba. Komanso Reserve Bank of Malawi mikateya posunga chuma cha dziko lino. Kodi mwakozeka kulandira ma Scorchers live pa Luntha Television kumasana kuno. Luntha TV kubweretsa luntha nyumba mwanu.
Good afternoon, it's time for news updates and you're with me, Fales Chizombe. During his Wednesday general audience, Pope Leo XIV reflected on the importance of sacred music in the liturgy, describing it as a powerful way of giving voice to prayer and expressing the faith of the Church. He highlighted the role of music in helping the faithful enter more deeply into the celebration of the liturgy. The Pope stressed that sacred music should always have the primary purpose of glorifying God and helping the faithful grow in holiness. He encouraged the Church to value music as an essential part of worship that lifts hearts to God and strengthens the spiritual life of believers. The NGO Gender Coordination Network is calling for legal and electoral reforms to increase women's representation in elected positions in Malawi. NGO GCN chairperson Maggie Gatwela Banda says Malawi should consider adopting a quota system to create more opportunities for women to enter local councils and parliament, arguing that deliberate measures are needed to address the persistent gender imbalance in political leadership. Meanwhile, Women's Academy for Leadership and Political Excellence Africa chairperson Lingalile Mihowa says more efforts are needed to prepare women for political participation, including early training and financial support to meet the high cost of campaigns. Gender advocates say achieving equal representation will require concrete measures to ensure women have an equal voice in shaping Malawi's laws, policies, and future. The Malawi Communications Regulatory Authority (MACRA) has warned the public against recording, publishing, sharing, or reposting intimate content involving individuals without lawful justification. The authority says offenders may face enforcement action, including a fine of up to 20 million kwacha or a prison sentence of up to 5 years. MACRA Director General Mayamiko Koloma says the warning follows growing concerns over the circulation of intimate content on social media and other online platforms without the consent of those involved. Beautify Malawi Trust and the Independent Schools Association of Malawi have signed a memorandum of understanding in Lilongwe to improve hygiene and sanitation standards in schools. BIM Board Chairperson Dingiswayo Jele says the schools have a key role to play in raising generation that values cleanliness and healthy living, noting that the partnership will help prevent disease linked to poor hygiene. Isama President Bishop Wycliffe Chimwendo has welcomed the initiative, reaffirming the association's commitment to clean and safe learning environments. The partnership, which builds on a relationship dating back to 2014, will also see the two organizations roll out My Clean School, My Pride competition to encourage learners and schools across Malawi to embrace proper hygiene and sanitation practices. South African President Cyril Ramaphosa has called on leaders in the Southern Africa Development Community (SADC) to work together in addressing rising tensions between South African citizens and foreign nationals over immigration and legal documentation. The call follows recent protests targeting undocumented migrants, with nearly 176,000 people reportedly returning to their home countries since June 30 this year. Speaking in Durban, Ramaphosa said regional leaders must find lasting solutions to the tensions as South Africa continues to attract migrants from across the region in search of jobs and better economic opportunities. On Monday, scores of South African protesters protested near the venue of the SADC summit, demanding that undocumented foreign nationals leave the country. Protesters accused migrants of taking jobs meant for locals and urged regional leaders to encourage their citizens without valid immigration documents to return home. At least 4 people have reportedly died since the protest began in June. During the summit, President Ramaphosa also assumed the SADC chairmanship from Malawi's President, Professor Arthur Peter Mutharika. That's it for now. Thank you so much for watching. Keep it Luntha TV. Good afternoon.
moto kuti bo